Okay, so like I have a good outfit today. I had a good lighting and I was like I can't be wasting this opportunity to film, you know? If you're watching and you don't hate the content, you should definitely subscribe. Today, I was just thinking and I was like, you know what? What are the things that I am unapologetic about? Like what are the things that normal people would be embarrassed about, but I personally I'm just like fuck that. I'm going to be like proud in this, you know? So the first one that came to my head was that I was a Wattpad girly. I still am. I can't even lie. But like people sometimes will see the notifications on my phone and they'll be like, "Oh my god, you're a Wattpad girl." Yes, I am. And I will own up to that. Is it why I'm mentally unstable now? Maybe. Is it why I have unrealistic views of men? Maybe. But does it matter? No. I grew up a fanfic gal. I did. And I'm not ashamed about it because these girls are out here like, oh my god, I'm reading Colleen Hoover and oh I love Colleen Hoover. And I'm over here like, you can get something better written by 12-year-olds on Wattpad. So I stand by the fact that Wattpad is good. I stand on that business and I will die on that hill. Another thing I'm not ashamed of is my Instagram threads account. I'm not ashamed of that. I will unapologetically go on there when I'm bored and just start like just responding to everything that I see. Are some of them semi-controversial comments? Maybe. But have I gotten canceled? No. I saw the lighting and I was like, we're making a video. Right? No. I could also do things that I shouldn't be embarrassed about, but I am embarrassed about. Leaving my house not wearing jeans. Like if I leave the house like or cargo pants, but if I leave the house in like sweatpants or like PJ pants and I'm seen in public, for some reason I'm embarrassed by that. And I shouldn't be. Like it's not something to be embarrassed by, but like I know the one time that I decide, hey, I'm not gonna look the way I normally do and I walk outside is the day that I'm gonna see like 10 people that I didn't want to see when I looked like a bum. Another thing that I personally will not be ashamed of is being a Doja Cat fan. And everybody's out here like, oh my god, like she was so mean to her fans and she's not a good person. And I'm like, okay, but she's owning what she says. You know, it's like the artists that say shitty things, but then they like retract it and be like, oh my god, like I didn't mean it that way. Like I didn't want to say that. Like, and I'm so sorry with their half-assed little apologies. But Doja owned up to it. She wrote a whole fucking album about it. Like Homegirl was like, no, I don't like you and I won't like you. Like, no. And I can respect a gal who stands on her business. You know? It's like your music's still good. Well, the new album's a little odd, but her music's so good. So it's like, say what you want about me, queen. I'll listen to your music. And I'm not ashamed that I was part of her 0.5 listeners, 0.5% listeners this year. I'm not ashamed of that. That's something I am proud of. So take with that as you will. Another thing that is not exactly that I should be embarrassed about, but I am an avid Taylor Swift hater. And do with that as you will. Do with that as you will. All I gotta say, I liked her songs just fine until the weird ass cult decided to start pushing her music on me. It's like, no. Like I was fine with it playing in my car sometimes, but you are a whole different animal. Like I think I'd rather be out alone in a fucking city at night with no self-defense than up against 5 Taylor Swift cult fans. Like I can't do that. It's literally terrifying. It's terrifying. When you cry the whole concert and you're in the nosebleeds, it's like you couldn't see things to begin with. And now that you're crying, you definitely can't see anything. So it's like just listening on the radio is what I'm getting at. And it's like, why are we sobbing? What why are we sobbing for a whole solid 2 hours? That doesn't make sense. I've seen my favorite artists like live. I didn't even shed a tear. And I'm an emotional person. You know, but I'm sitting here like, oh, I'm going to enjoy this experience because it's like everybody coming together saying blah, 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 blah. But the people that are sitting there crying for 2 hours straight, you need to be on medication or you need to go to therapy or something is wrong where you are crying for a whole solid 2 hours for Taylor Swift. Oh, hiring help. You know how like There's people out there who's like, oh, I'll fix it. I can fix it. I'll fix it. See, even if I could fix it, sometimes the parts to fix something are just as expensive as getting someone else to do it. So I'm like, why wouldn't I just hire somebody else to do it? I'm a strong, independent woman. But when it comes to stuff that if I can pay somebody to do it, why would I do it? That doesn't make me any less of an independent woman. This is what you, like, this is what, how you, oh my God, words. What I shouldn't be embarrassed by, but I am, is when I'm, like, driving down, like, quieter streets and I'm, like, blasting my music. It's, like, I know it's loud and that's why I'm embarrassed by it, but I know damn well that most, like, you're driving past a house. So you know damn well that somebody in the house is just like, wow, that's loud music, but then they go about their day. But me, I think it's, like, the end of the world. Like, I'm playing music at, like, level 20. And I'm like, oh, these hoes are probably thinking there's a fucking earthquake. Their glass is about to shatter. Like, I feel god awful. And for what? Everybody needs a little Kendrick. Everybody needs a little Mac Miller. Like, I think I'm doing the streets a favor. Educating. Something I should be embarrassed of, but I'm not embarrassed, is falling asleep in class. Well, my head will go like, and I'll be in lectures, which lectures is a little less embarrassing because everybody's doing that. Plus, it's like a bigger hall. Nobody's like paying attention to you. But like in my small little French classes, I'll be like, and I'm in the front row. The teacher literally sees it. I should be embarrassed by it because everybody can clearly see that I'm falling asleep, that I'm about to go into fucking hibernation on this desk. But yet, I'm not. I don't care. Oh my God, something I'm embarrassed by, but I shouldn't be. This affected me for so long, is my stomach making noises in class. I know it shouldn't be like a problem, but it's like it would be a dead silent classroom and suddenly my stomach's making whale noises. Like, girl is acting like she hasn't had food for fucking, like, I don't know, forever. And so I'm sitting there just like, and I'm trying to take a test, and it's the most embarrassing thing because at first, you know, you're like, oh, I'm just making a big deal of it. Like, nobody else can hear this. It's just me. Like, I'm the issue. But then, like, you're taking it, blah, 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 your stomach makes another noise, and suddenly, like, the 5 people around you look at you, like, and you're like, shit, this isn't as quiet as I thought it was. Like, I'm not making a big deal out of this. It's actually a big deal, you know? And so I'm sitting there, and it's just like, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I'd go to the bathroom, like, 10 times in a class. Did I have to use the bathroom? No. But the motherfucker down there couldn't fucking shut up. So it was just gurgling and gurgling and gurgling, and eventually I was like, I'm going home. Like, I'm just going home. Found out not too long later, I'm in fact lactose intolerant. So the milk and cookies I ate after school every day is not helping the situation. But we figured it out, we moved past it, but it's still like super embarrassing because I know if I eat too much dairy and then the next day I have class, I'm like, this is gonna be horrible. Like, I don't regret it in the moment because cheese, so good. I live in Wisconsin, so good. But once I get to class, I'm like, this was a mistake. This was a mistake. Something I should be embarrassed of, but I'm not, is wearing inadequate clothing for the weather. So, like, in summer, sometimes I'll wear a jacket even though it's, like, fucking 90 degrees because it's for the fit, you know? Like, sometimes you just gotta wear it for the fit. And I'll literally be, like, going through heat stroke. I'll be sitting there, like, about to fall over. But in the Insta pics, I'm like, girl, you're about to die. Like, I feel myself overheating. I feel my organs about to actually explode. But we gotta take the pictures, right? So it's like I should be embarrassed when I'm walking around with a jacket on in fucking 90-degree weather, but I'm not. I'm not embarrassed, and I'll stand on that. And same with when it's cold. Like, my Halloween costume was a mini skirt and, like, a little fucking lingerie type top. And it was cold. It was, like, 36 degrees. And I wore it. And people probably looked at me like I was crazy. But you gotta do it for the fit. Something I should be embarrassed by, but I'm not, is how long I sleep. Like, how much I sleep. Like, I take, like, 3 naps a day. And I get, like, 8 hours of sleep. So that's something I should be embarrassed by. But I'm really not. It's like, my friends already know that if I'm not responding to them for a solid 3 hours, I'm asleep. I'm asleep and they're not waking me up. We could do embarrassments that I've overcome. Wearing what I want in public. I've mostly overcome that. Taking a shit in a restroom. I've pretty much overcome that. It's really funny in college because like you share a bathroom with the girls on your floor or whatever, and everybody on my floor has gotten into the same routine. So it's like everybody's taking their morning shit at the same time. And it's really funny to me. So again, if you somehow made it this far in this video, because it's not a very exciting video, it's just me yapping. Please subscribe. Just make me really happy. I promise I like will check my like my stats and stuff, and if I see I got a subscriber, like I literally like I'm like I get excited. So if you want to be a really nice person and like make my day, that would be really great. It doesn't hurt to just click sub. And if you want to hear me yap more, let me know. Like the video. If it gets more than 5 likes, well, that's a stretch. If it gets more than 7 likes, that means you like me yapping. That means we'll have more yapping sessions. Hope you enjoyed. Love the ones that are here to stay, that have subscribed to me. Most of them are my friends, like, that I already know. I mean, all of you guys are my friends, but, so yeah. Bye!